As Dr. Chung asked for us to start off by doing a supervision video and integrating the MI techniques into what it would look like for a therapist and a supervisor. So I'll be the supervisor and Christy here will be the therapist. So we're gonna give it our best shot. And here we go. So, Christy, I hear that you've been struggling since the incident. Tell me what's going on.
I've been beating myself up over what happened.
Okay. Well, I hear something that's pretty out of line with your outgoing character. Tell me what's going on.
I'm blaming myself. Why didn't I catch it? Why didn't I see what he was going to do? I've been pretty much beating myself up over it. Like it's my fault.
Well, before we consider everything else, I'd like to start off with talking about what you've helped him with. Can you think of anything?
Not really.
Okay. Well, would you be okay with me giving you some of my observations?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I've seen you work with a number of different clients over the years, and one of the key tools that I see that you use, and it's been very helpful for you throughout this time, is that you do a good job of aligning yourself with your clients. Would you agree?
I would agree with that. Yeah.
Okay. And so how do you think that made him feel when you aligned yourself with him?
He talked a lot about feeling alone. Felt like there was nobody there for him. But after a while, he started opening up. He talked about his family. He talked about his friends. He talked about his fear of authority, fear of the police, and how that changed over the years. So I guess that did provide a safe place to let him open up, tear down some of his walls. I think he felt like he had a partner in me more than just a therapist.
Wow, it's pretty incredible.
I guess so.
So, keeping that nugget of accomplishment, do you feel like that's an accomplishment?
Yeah.
It looks like one to me.
Yeah, it's hard to think of it that way though, because the magnitude of what happened,
Okay.
you know, and that does help, you know, lining it out like that and making me verbalize the work we did.
Okay.
So that does help.
Well, before we continue, I just want to point out that we're social workers. The only thing that we can do is work with the client and do the best that we can while they're in our office and provide them with the tools that they would need for themselves to deal with external factors, because we can't necessarily stop anything from happening to them on a daily basis when they leave our office. However, we can provide them with the coping mechanisms, the tools that they can utilize anytime those events arise. So you're not an investigator, you're a social worker.
That's true, but aren't we superheroes? Aren't we supposed to mind read?
A lot of people would think so. So going back to your accomplishment, you've aligned yourself with him, you've made a partner, you provided that safe place. Holding on to that, what do you think it would look like for your other clients?
Similar. I mean, you always need to provide a safe space, somewhere that they can come and feel comfortable to talk, share their experiences and their goals and their aspirations. You know, the alliance, being a partner, not talking down to people, keeping it as a partnership, as, you know, focused on them, not my agenda or what my beliefs are. And providing, you know, the tools they need. So.
Right, because that's ultimately what everyone wants, is they want someone to be there with them. They want a partner and everything. So, I mean, I think that you've been doing a really great job with that. And so, with that, how do you think that you've continued to help him?
He didn't feel like he was alone all the time, I think. I do believe he felt, like I said, he had a partner in me, and that's someone he could talk to. It's unfortunate what happened, it really is. But I wish I'd have saw something. I wish I could have stopped it, but like we just said, we're not superheroes. We're not mind readers. But I do feel like in the end he felt like he had a partner in me.
Okay, and so how does that make you feel, making this person who felt like they didn't have anyone, like they were alone in the world, and like everyone against them, like everyone was against them? I'm sorry, I misspoke. How do you think that made him feel, knowing that you were there for him? What does that mean to you?
It makes me feel good that he had somebody, that he didn't feel alone. I can't control what he did, but I know in my heart I did everything I could for him. I was there for him, and he did have someone that he could have talked to.
Okay, and do you feel like there was an accomplishment in that?
Yeah, because I really couldn't have done more. Beating myself up over it is kind of, I guess, the easy way to do it. It's kind of harder to work through the feelings and work through the emotions of it and get to the rationale of it, saying, okay, really there's nothing I could have done. But,
So you made a difference in his life for that period of time that you were working?
I feel I did, yeah, I do.
Okay. So that's the golden nugget right there.
What is making the difference?
That's it, you got it.
Okay.
So anytime that you feel as though that you're blaming yourself and that everything is your fault, I just want you to hold on to that.
Okay.
So let's talk about that.
Okay.
Let's try it.
What do you want me to try?
Saying it to yourself. What did you do?
I make a difference.
Okay. So in the beginning, you came in and you felt pretty down about yourself, right?
Yeah, I did.
However, since then, you've come in and you've talked about the number of ways that you've not only helped him, but you've helped other clients.
Mm-hmm.
And what was one of the most important things that you stated that you've done to help him and other clients?
Build the alliance.
Okay. And what else?
Give them techniques. Make them not feel quite so alone.
Okay. And you said something else. You said that aren't we superheroes? So one would like to think that superheroes sometimes they need help. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the Avengers, but
A little bit.
Okay, so it's not just one person doing everything. So you can't do everything, and you have to understand that sometimes you need to utilize some of your own skills for yourself.
That's true. Practice what you preach.
All right, so let's talk about some of those skills that you can use for yourself.
Okay. Are you talking like self-care?
Yes.
Yes. Well, I do like yoga. I haven't done it in a long time, and that's something I can definitely do before bed to relax, get my mind straight, and not thinking about this or any other client. Leave that baggage at the door of the office. And I could probably do that a couple times a week before bed.
Okay. So let's talk about what that would look like on a daily basis starting today. I know you said that you can do it a couple of times a week. However, do you think it would be realistic to say that in the beginning you can start off doing it once a day?
Yeah, probably so.
Okay, so let's talk about what that would look like for today.
Just tonight before bed, pop in a yoga DVD, the relaxation one I have, and kind of just it's a 30-minute session, so that could.
How many DVDs do you have?
4 or 5.
Okay, so I want you to envision which DVD you're going to choose.
Okay, I can do that.
Prepare for this, okay?
Okay.
All right, so another thing that I would like you to consider is that, as I stated previously, there's that golden nugget that I want you to hold on to. And I want you to come up with what you would do whenever you're starting to feel down.
Okay.
So what golden nugget would you use?
Probably journaling. Get it out on paper. Close it away. Put it away.
Close it away, put it away. That's a good philosophy. Is there anything else that you could think that you could do?
Oh, you put me on the spot here. Not a big exerciser, so I'm not going to go out for a run.
Okay. Yeah, we want you to be realistic.
I'm being very realistic. That's probably not going to happen. But I think starting out with the yoga and journaling, and I always read a book before I go to bed too, so that kind of gets me in the zone, able to focus on some fun each book versus, the problems of the world. So.
Well, that's good. So, going back, when you first came in, you were feeling pretty down.
Mm-hmm.
However, we talked about the ways that you have not only helped him, but you've also helped other people.
Yeah.
And then we also talked about ways that you can help yourself, which is most important, because if you can't help yourself, you can't help
others.
anyone.
Yeah.
So, on a scale from 1 to 10, how do you think that you feel?
An 8 or a 9.
Okay.
Thank you. It's helped just talking about it.
Okay. And so, with that, before we leave, I want you to try and put something into practice right now.
Okay.
So whenever you're feeling down, I want you to tell yourself that I make a difference.
Okay,
So,
I can do that.
let's try it.
I make a difference.
One more time.
I make a difference.
Okay. I promise this is the last time.
I make a difference.
Okay.
I do.
Yes, you do. And I just wanted to let you know that you've been doing really great work, and that I not only appreciate you, but I also feel as though your clients do as well.
Well, thank you.
All right. Well, let's staff another case.
Okay.